The shadow of Rome. Egypt under the eagle. For centuries, the fertile lands of Egypt, a jewel within the broader Fertile Crescent, nourished empires, its promise a lure for conquerors. In 30 BC, following Cleopatra's defeat, Egypt fell to Rome, governed by a prefect handpicked from the capital. While not a personal fiefdom in name, Egypt was undeniably under Roman control, its strategic importance unparalleled. Control of the Nile meant control of the grain that fed Rome. Alexandria, a jewel of the Mediterranean, blossomed into a vital port, a nexus for trade with the East, channeling spices, textiles, and exotic wonders into the Roman Empire. But even this bastion of Roman power possessed vulnerabilities. The distances separating Roman legions along the Nile from the empire's heart presented logistical nightmares, their reliance on the river for transport susceptible to disruption. The simmering resentment of the Egyptian populace, burdened by taxation and Roman cultural dominance, posed a constant threat of internal revolt, a vulnerability the Kingdom of Kush would soon seek to exploit. Southward, beyond the Nile's cataracts, lay the Kingdom of Kush, a civilization rooted in ancient Nubia, its history intertwined with Egypt's for millennia. More than a neighbor, Kush was a rival, a conqueror, and a resurgent power. Its wealth flowed from abundant resources, gold mines that fueled its economy, and vast iron deposits that forged its weaponry. The Kushites were skilled metallurgists, crafting tools and arms, a technological edge often underestimated. Their culture, distinct yet influenced by Egypt, showcased a unique blend of traditions. They worshipped their own pantheon, built pyramids that some accounts suggest were steeper, and developed their own Meroitic script, a language still not fully deciphered. What secrets does this undeciphered language hold? Periods of Egyptian dominance saw Kush absorbed, only to rise again, most notably in the 8th century BCE, when they conquered Egypt as the 25th dynasty, ushering in a golden age before being driven back south. This legacy of subjugation and supremacy shaped Kush's relationship with Egypt, fostering resentment and ambition, a desire to reclaim lost glory and secure its survival against Rome. The shifting sands of the Egyptian borderlands concealed tensions between Kush and Rome. Rome, emboldened by its annexation of Egypt in 30 BCE, eyed Kush warily. Border skirmishes grew frequent, especially around the Dodecaskinus region. Trade disputes worsened the situation. Kush, historically a key player in trade routes connecting Africa with the Mediterranean, found itself sidelined. Roman economic policies favored direct access to Egyptian resources, impacting Kushite commerce. Roman expansionist ambitions, epitomized by Prefect Gaius Petronius' aggressive posture, heightened Kushite anxieties. The imposition of Roman taxes on trade passing through Kushite territory threatened to bankrupt them. Archaeological evidence from Qasr Ibram reveals fortified Roman outposts encroaching further south, a signal of Rome's intent to exert greater control. Kushite resentment surged after the Roman-backed removal of a pro-Kushite governor in Upper Egypt. This perceived interference, combined with economic pressure and military encroachment, pushed Kush to the brink, setting the stage for conflict in 25 BCE. Amanirenas. A name whispered in Roman circles, tinged with fear, yet laced with grudging respect. This queen was no mere figurehead, but a strategist and a powerful force behind Kushite resistance. In 25 BCE, understanding that Kush's economic lifeline was being threatened, Amanirenas launched a preemptive strike against Roman Egypt. Her armies, fueled by iron weaponry and resentment of Roman encroachment, marched north, sacking Aswan and Philly. These were calculated blows, aimed at disrupting Roman power and reclaiming lost territories. Plunder may have been a motive, but the capture of Roman statues, including one of Emperor Augustus, suggests other factors were also at play. Amanirenas strategically displayed the head of Augustus, burying it beneath the steps of a Kushite temple at Meroe. What bolder statement could there be? This act served as a potent symbol of Kushite defiance, a message delivered directly to the Roman emperor. The ensuing Roman campaigns, led by Petronius, were met with fierce resistance. While Petronius eventually pushed Kushite forces south and captured Napata, the Kushite capital, Amanirenas didn't yield. She reorganized her forces, employing guerrilla tactics and leveraging her knowledge of the Nubian desert to harass Roman supply lines. This protracted conflict, far from a decisive Roman victory, demonstrated Kush's military prowess and Amanirenas' unwavering determination. Facing continued resistance and recognizing the economic drain of a prolonged war, the Romans eventually sought a treaty. The resulting agreement, a testament to Amanirenas' astute leadership, allowed Kush to retain its autonomy, control over its borders, and exemption from paying tribute to Rome. What other queen could boast such a triumph against the might of Rome? Military might alone does not fully explain Kush's ability to withstand Rome's imperial ambitions. Beyond the clash of armies lay a web of intricate economic and political strategies that sustained Kush's fierce resistance. Control over vital trade routes, particularly those connecting sub-Saharan Africa with Egypt and the Red Sea, was paramount. Meroe, Kush's capital, served as a crucial hub for the exchange of coveted goods like ivory, ebony, gold, and frankincense. This control generated immense wealth, bolstering the Kushite treasury and readily funding its military. Furthermore, Kush possessed abundant natural resources, especially iron ore. They were skilled metallurgists, producing superior iron weapons and tools that gave them a technological edge. Archaeological evidence from Meroe reveals extensive iron smelting operations, underscoring the scale of their industrial capacity. Diplomacy, too, played a vital role. While direct evidence remains scarce, the fact that Kush maintained its independence suggests a network of alliances with other powers wary of Roman expansion. Control of the Nile's precious resources, including fertile land and access to water, also played a crucial role, maintaining a strong agricultural base for its population and army. The combination of trade dominance, resource control, and strategic alliances formed the bedrock of Kush's power, enabling it to defy the Roman Empire. The treaty, finalized circa 22 BCE, stands as a testament to Kushite resilience. Rome recognized Kushite autonomy and territorial integrity south of the First Cataract at Aswan. Rome agreed to dismantle military fortifications along the border. A victory for Queen Amanirenas and her forces. The economic implications were profound. The treaty allowed Kush to maintain access to vital trade routes, and Kushite merchants secured favorable terms, preventing a complete Roman monopoly. Long-term, the treaty solidified Kush's reputation as a power to be reckoned with, demonstrating that even the Roman Empire could be challenged. The Kushite War might have contributed to Rome reassessing its ambitions and the cost of conflicts in distant lands. The peace held for nearly 3 centuries, a period of relative stability and mutual respect born from the battles etched in the sands of Nubia. Kush's victory over Rome resonates far beyond the treaty. It stands as a testament to African resilience. Amanirenas inspired her troops. This wasn't merely a military triumph, it was a cultural assertion, a refusal to be absorbed by the Roman Empire. Archaeological evidence from Meroe reveals a thriving civilization. Sophisticated ironworking, complex governance, and a unique written language flourished despite Roman pressure. Kush's ability to maintain its independence, cultural identity, and economic stability in the face of Roman aggression is a reminder of ancient Africa's capacity for self-determination. Their control of trade routes along the Nile contributed to their economic viability and strategic importance. Kush's legacy reminds us that African history is not just a story of subjugation, but also of resistance, innovation, and enduring power. Kush's successful campaigns against Rome were not just about military victories, but about the control of resources and trade. Uncovering the complex political and economic motivations behind Kush's successful campaigns against Rome, going beyond simple military victories to explore the power dynamics and resource control at play. Do you think Kush's control of iron, or its strategic alliances, proved more critical in defying Rome's dominance? Share your perspectives in the comments below.